Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are doing the other mission for the Goku Black Red Zone that was added with this new Rosé celebration, where we have to beat the event with 4 Super Bosses allies on the team. Yesterday we did the Future Saga one, which was a little bit different because it was 6 Future Saga allies, so the whole team basically has to be Future Saga in order for you to get the missions done. But actually, will you be able to... If I float you off, actually, yeah, that would work really well. For the Super Bosses one, it's only 4 allies, right? So, Future Saga, all 6 people on the team, except the friend. You can get away with the friend not being the Future Saga, and that's fine. But for Super Bosses, it's only 4 allies, which means we can run 2 units on the team who are not Super Bosses and still complete the mission. So, I thought for this one, we would run Zamasu's team. I still want to try out the physical Rosé on here because I've only really run him for videos when it's his team, right? When we're running double leads of him. So on Zamasu's team, we're able to run units like Chilai, for example, who not only has a scouter and provides a little bit of support, but creates rainbow orbs. So that'll be very beneficial for Rosé. And then, of course, we have Dark King Fu as the other non-super boss option. He is on Zamasu's 200% leader skill. He can give a pretty decent amount of support. He is kind of reliant on picking up STR orbs, which can be a little bit awkward. But if he does get a decent amount of orbs and does get his support, he can tank relatively well. Against normals, of course. He can tank relatively well even if he doesn't dodge, which is nice. And so yeah, we'll get this Super Bosses mission done here. Yesterday when we did the Future Saga one, we also did the no items at the same time. Nice, we can get all the orbs here for you. We didn't do the unit of each typing because I hadn't built the team with that in mind. But we will be able to get that here because we do have a unit of each typing. And then of course the other mission for this event is to beat it in 5 turns. So depending on how well this goes here, we might be able to do that. We got all the orbs for Rosé, so he's going to be able to get all of his attacks. As long as we're getting some crits here as well, we should be looking pretty good. And then Tech LR Zamasu, full 24 key. The only problem is, of course, Tech Zamasu does get a lot of extra attack power from being hit. And so, of course, he isn't going to be getting hit here at all before he gets a chance to attack. So we'll have to see how we go. Missing some crits on Rosé is obviously not ideal because we got type disadvantage, which means we don't do a lot of damage if we're not getting crits. But we should be all right here. Zamasu not getting any additionals as well. It's just like peak bad RNG for when you're trying to do a turn restriction like run. And then, of course, Chilai in slot 3. Providing the support, the scouter, all that kind of stuff. So we know she's not going to get supered here. She can be pretty decent on the team. The reason I don't like to run her a lot on Zamasu's team is obviously she only gets the much lower part of his leader skill for the extreme types, which means that she is very much a dodge or die character. And while she does have a decent like amount of chance to dodge, yeah, if you're not dodging, you're getting crushed, which is not really what we want. So if I do, I guess I could just do this. And then that gives us the ability to get all of these STR orbs for Fu, which gives everybody a nice big buff. The AGL Zamasu does have a little bit more damage reduction, as well as stacking defense on Super. And, you know, he has type advantage over the base Goku Black, so kind of makes sense to just put him in slot 1 here. The dual Zamasu combo will easily finish off Goku Black. And then we have, what, 2 turns to beat the int phase if we want to actually do the mission. So we'll see how that plays out here. We should actually, the rotations worked out really nicely in the sense that to get the active skill with Rosé to transform and bring up the domain as early as turn 4, you have to have a full Super Bosses rotation, which we wouldn't have had if we'd had either Chilai or Dark King Fu on this rotation. So now we're going to be able to do this. We can have, I'm going to keep LR Rosé next to him, I think, because then, yeah, the damage that these two are going to be able to do together is going to be nuts. If the orb changing is good here, I didn't see what the field actually looked like before I transformed him, but if the orb changing here means we can get the 3 rainbows, then we are going to be looking pretty good on this turn, because with the domain buff and everything, we should be looking good. So what is the orb changing going to look like? Of course, we don't get the change that we would want. So we can get 2 rainbow orbs. I mean, that's still good. We have every link active except Nightmare and Prepared for Battle. And of course, it's picking up the Int orbs as well, because why wouldn't it be? And then there's the 3 rainbows. I mean, I guess we could have put Zamasu in slot 1, but much better for him to be supering first, especially now that we've got type disadvantage. But let's see what Rose is going to be able to do here with the 2 orbs. I mean, we get 2 guaranteed additional attacks, which means if we get the hidden potential, even if it's only a normal, then obviously he will then have done 5 attacks, get the guaranteed extra attack, and then he should be looking pretty good. So these should be the 2 normals from the orbs. Hidden potential, we do get. So now we've attacked 5 times, so we attack again. And each one of these giving us 33% extra attack and defense. So even though he loses all of his damage reduction in this form, he now has well over 1 million defense post-super. Or post all of those supers. No super from Rose, though. 22.8. Woof. That's of all those links active, of course, with Zamasu in slot 3, he's getting legendary power as well. And the buff that he gets from the Rose domain. I think that's just GG on this turn. Maybe. It depends what Zamasu does and depends whether he crits, I guess. The friend one's not super built up here, so... additional normal. Come on, give me, throw out another super. You can do it. He didn't do it. All right, well, here's what it is. I think we're pretty clear that we're going to get the dub on this turn. Chilai tells us where the super is, and there is no super. Wow, that's actually... I'm shocked. He's supered way less than I would have expected in the run. So knowing that there's no super, the fact that Zamasu has 50% damage reduction and 600k defense, he's just untouchable here in slot 1. So there you go. That's going to be GG, and we are actually going to get the 5-turn mission done as well. So Chilai can definitely provide a great asset to the team, because I would have been a bit worried about putting, honestly, either of the Zamasus, really, because as the tech one's damage reduction starts to drop off, he obviously does have type disadvantage here. So either of the Zamasus could have taken a big hit in slot 1 from a super, but Chilai gives us that reassurance that we're not going to take one. Obviously, if you've already done the no items mission as well, there's no reason why, if she did show there was a super in slot 1, could have just popped a Whis and had that go off and then be perfectly good defensively as well. So there's the super bosses run. We should get, what, 3? Unless that's, I think that's all the missions. So we might actually get 4 missions complete pop up here, because we've done super bosses allies, unit of each typing, 5 turns, and then I believe that's all the missions I had left. So then there's the do all missions one as well. So let's see how we are looking here. Taking a while to load, of course. Is it 4 missions? It is 4 missions. So there you go. 4 Super Bosses allies, Tech Merge Zamasu, AGL Zamasu, Physical Rose, and Int LR Rose. Of course, if you haven't summoned for the new Rose, you can sub in any other Super Bosses character. I do think if you're going to run a Super Bosses team to do the mission, without using the new Rose, then of course the double Zamasu lead is the way to go. But we can go and, of course, I wish they just added it into that mission section. It would have made it so much more convenient, but we can go over to our missions tab here. I also wish they'd actually, like, laid the missions out properly with the description and everything. I think, like, we all thought it was weird when they did that for the Android 13 one, but the fact that they're just called, like, Mission B, Mission D, Mission E. So Mission B is to complete it with the Super Bosses allies. 4 Super Bosses allies on the team. And then, I mean, I guess we'll just complete all of these, right? D, E, and then complete all the missions. But you can see here, Mission D within 5 turns, Mission E with a unit of each typing, and then complete all of the missions. So there you go. That is them all done. Let me know how you guys got on with these Red Zone Goku Black missions down below in the comment section. These ones I think were a lot easier than the 13 ones, because the 13 ones revolved around categories, but I think all of them had a turn restriction number as well. Like, it was like movie heroes in 5 turns and stuff like that, right? So maybe they were a little bit more difficult, but I suppose that was to balance out the fact that the Android 13 Red Zone stage was not particularly hard by the time those missions came out, whereas this Goku Black stage, I mean, the wrong unit taking a super, you absolutely can still get one shot. So let me know how you got on with these missions down below in the comment section. You know, all pretty straightforward, I think. Super Boss is definitely a team that needs a lot of work on global, but it's going to be getting some buffs with the anniversary, of course. I have a video upcoming where I use the private server to kind of look into the future and use Rose actually on Broly's team. And that run was quite fun, so keep an eye out for that one. And yeah, let me know down below in the comment section how you got on with these missions. What team builds did you use? Let us know in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.